the iJust3 and Pico S from Eleaf. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Fav Wick here, back with another review, a double review. We are looking at two things today, both from Eleaf. We're looking at the iJust3 kit, and we're also looking at the Pico S kit as well. So what are they? Well, the iJust3 is the third generation of iJust. It is an unregulated 3000 mAh tube. It has 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. It has all your built-in safety features, but is essentially an unregulated tube vape. That comes with the Ello Duo tank on top, another variation of the Ello. Big old drip tip on top. It's got top fill, and it comes with these new shiny mesh coil heads, you know, that everyone is using now. So that is that. It's vaping a bit like this. Very noisy tank, but a very nice vape. We'll talk about that a bit later on. And we also have this. This is brand new from Eleaf. This is the Pico S, the Eleaf Pico S. Very funky looking new 21700 100-watt regulated mod from Eleaf. Has this tube that's separate. This whole tube comes out, and it has your battery inside, so you can change your batteries by unscrewing this tube. I will show you down low. This one comes with the Ello Vate tank, another variation of the Ello tank, but again is an Ello tank, so you can use whatever Ello coils you wish. This one does come again with those fancy new mesh coils. So that is what this one looks like, and this one is vaping a bit like this. Very nice indeed, very nice indeed. They are very good, these Ello tanks, and yeah, very interesting, very funky looking mod. The Pico S from Eleaf. So let's go down low, have a look at both of these. Have a good look at both, then we'll come back top and talk about both as well. See you in a sec. Okay guys, here we are down low with the iJust3 kit and the iStick Pico S kit as well. First, quick look at the iJust3. Basically what you've got here is an unregulated tube, 3000 mAh, 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, and you have an Ello tank as well. It's a special variation of the Ello. This one, it is the Ello Duo tank. Again, it's an Ello tank, so it does take Ello coils, but this one happens to have the fancy new mesh coils on it. We'll have a quick look in there. It does have the new fancy mesh coils, this one, so that's very interesting indeed. We'll talk about how it's vaping when we go up top, but yeah, so it's using these new mesh coils. The airflow is adjustable. 3 of them here, 3 slots here, but yeah, completely adjustable. What I will say though is, if you look at this stainless steel bit here, this ridge, is a very straight knife-like edge here, and very noisy tank, this one. I think it's partly to do with the friction on there. So yeah, so that's a thing to be aware of. Big old drip tip on top. It's got top fill as well. Top fill like that. It has these rubberized top fill things, so you just stick your bottle in here like that, you punch it out of the way, stick your juice in there, and like you normally would, and I guess these just help with flooding or leaking or whatever. You just stick it in like you normally would, and it is a pretty typical top fill from them. It's the Ello tank, so vapes very, very well. These mesh coils are doing a solid enough job. This is the iJust3, spring loaded 510 on top. Screw it back on. Obviously matchy because it's a kit, but this is the red one. A range of colours available, and you've got your fire button. 5 clicks off, 5 clicks on. It does have a light behind the button. I don't think you'll be able to see that on camera. It's a negative in my opinion. The light behind the button is very hard to see outside, but that obviously serves as a battery indicator as well, so that colour will change when you're closer to the end of your battery life. But it's firing there, 1 2 3 4 5, and it is now off, and that is how that works. It's got all your built-in safety protection, but it is an unregulated vape, and it is 3000 mAh. available in a range of colours. So that's the iJust3. Moving along, this is the iStick Pico S. This is the packaging. Slide this out, and this is the box, and that is how it comes. So you got your Pico S and you have your Ello Tank. This is another variation of the Ello Tank. This is the Ello Vate. I'll show you that in a sec. Let's get the mod out. I'll show you the mod in a sec as well. The rest of the packaging, you've got your tube for if you want to use it as 18650. This is a 21700 mod. You've got your charge cable, you've got your spare rubber bung for that top fill that we talked about, O-rings, etc., spare glass and coil head as well. And a very good manual, a very good short simplistic manual. So, this is the Ello Vate tank. Pretty nice. You've got your bubble glass on here, you've got your adjustable airflow again, and again this is using those mesh coils, these new mesh style coils we'll talk about up top, and push top fill as well, and again you just move that rubber out of the way with your bottle nozzle and top fill it, happy days. So that is that. You've got your spring loaded 510, screw this on here like that, no issues there. Okay, so this is the Pico S, the new 21700 Pico S. Very, very unique looking. The reason for its unique look is it has this tube. Now this tube you can unscrew. So it has this tube, and this tube obviously unscrews. Keep unscrewing it like that, and your battery is hidden in there. So you've got your 21700 hiding in that tube. Like that, positive down, as you can see there, it clearly says positive down. Thread it back in here and tighten it back up. You don't want to get it too tight with that tube. You just want to screw it down until the screen lights up. But yeah, so it's got this unique tube. The iStick range, certainly the Pico range, very much always has an interesting, unique way of getting to the battery. They were the first to do that sort of top screw thing on the original Pico, and yeah, they've taken it to the next level here with this fancy tube design. So that is how you get to your batteries. Yeah, very unique, very interesting, and it makes for a very interesting looking, cool looking mod. I have the rainbow one. Don't forget, of course, with Eleaf there's a full range of colours available for this. But yeah, this is the mod. So you've got your tank on top, you've got your micro USB, you've got your minus, your plus button, and of course your fire button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are on. You have your quite basic looking screen. You've got your wattage up and down, obviously, with the up and down buttons. You've got your fire button as well. There is a few features in the button combinations. So if you press plus and minus together, you get key lock, and to unlock it, press them again, and that is unlocking the keys. You've got plus and minus, sorry, plus and fire, and you are into like an extra bit of menu here. You can choose what's shown on the screen. You can go into stealth mode. You've got your power duration stuff as well. Exit that. We've got the logo on off option. You've got your lights as well. Let's go with blue. You've got that's your battery voltage. Oh, sorry, that's your version history, the firmware and hardware version you have of your mod. That's your battery voltage, and then you can exit out of that menu. Beyond that, you also have the 1, 2, 3 option as well, and the 1, 2, 3 option takes you into your vaping modes. So you've got variable wattage, bypass, NI, TC, SS, stainless steel, titanium, nickel, and then you've got your memory modes as well. So if, for example, we go into NI, you've got the ability to change your temperature on screen now, up and down. If you want to change the wattage, you may well be watching this video because you're wanting to know how to change that wattage when you're in TC mode. The way you do it is simple: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wattage appears here on screen, and this is how you adjust the wattage in TC mode. Once you click fire, you're back to how the screen should be laid out. So 1, 2, 3, back into wattage, and there we go. There we go. So quite a basic screen, but does the job. Very funky looking Pico S. with Ello Vate tank. Let's go up top, talk about these two things. Okay guys, that was the iJust3 and the Pico S down low. The iJust3, I really like the iJust3. I really like the actual tube of it, and I really like the actual vape of the coil head. I don't like the tank. I don't like this Ello Duo. Let me just double check I'm getting that right. Yeah, the Ello Duo tank. It's for me, it's just overly messy. It's overly garish. I don't like the rubber insert around the top fill. Mine ripped almost straight away. If you're using a unicorn bottle with this top fill, it can't do it. You have to take the drip tip off as well in order to get it to do it. The rubber thing, it seems really flimsy to me. I don't get why it's there all of a sudden. And yeah, the rubber bit on mine like ripped very quickly indeed. It seems to stop me from being able to fully fill it up to the top as well. So not a huge fan of that. I also feel like this, particularly this tank, is very noisy. That feels so noisy and so noisy. The vape is fantastic. The Ello coil heads are brilliant, but it's very noisy vape. So the actual mod, the actual tube, works really good and looks really good, feels really nice, and I really like it. It's really good. The coil heads are really good, but I'm not sure about this tank. I think they could have gone with a much classier looking tank. The top fill's a bit annoying and it's very noisy. So I'm not sure about the tank, but the actual iJust3 overall is pretty solid. Moving on to the Pico S. So this is a brand new mod from them, brand new mod from Eleaf, 21700 100-watt regulated mod. The battery life that you get with these 21700 mods in regulated mods does seem very good indeed. I'm getting very good battery life on this mod. I think it's really unique looking. I haven't seen a mod look like this for quite some time. Really cool, really trendy. I've got the rainbow one. There are some really nice colours available. Do check those out. Yeah, it's very unique looking. Very unique looking. I would say that it's not super quick changing batteries with this tube thing. Be careful not to over tighten the tube, or it gets really hard to get on and off. But it does work. It does work very well. It's a very elegant way of changing your batteries, and yeah, it does work absolutely fine. And it does give it this incredibly unique and cool look. So you know, fair play. The screen is fairly basic, fairly simplistic, but it does all the things you would expect it to do. It's got TCR, it's got TC, it's got bypass, variable wattage. The wattage does seem bang on point. It's vaping absolutely fine. I think it's very duty, very duty indeed. It's also got these lights on the back. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but it actually has lights on the back of here. I don't know if you can see them flashing away, but that again just adds to the sort of very unusual, very unique look of it. Very sort of trendy looking indeed. So yeah, a very trendy looking mod, very cool. No issue with the board, no issue with the screen. The screen's fairly basic, but it does a job. That kind of is the Pico range. The Picos are very traditional looking things. So yeah, so the screen is absolutely fine. It's basic, but it's fine. The board seems excellent. You know, in terms of wattage and TC, all seems spot on. I'm a massive fan of the Ello tanks overall. The Ello sub tank is my favourite high wattage sub tank on the market. So yeah, big thumbs up for the tank. These new mesh coil heads, the jury's out a bit on these mesh coil heads. Everyone seems to be bringing them out now, these mesh sub-ohm coils. They seem fine, they seem okay. For me, they don't seem that much better, particularly these ones. I really love the Ello sub-tank coil heads, and I saw no reason to improve them, to be honest. What they do say with these mesh coils is the longevity is better. I don't know, I haven't necessarily witnessed that with these ones from Eleaf, but overall I love the Ello tanks. Really like them. And don't forget, if like me you're a bit more of a fan of the Canthal and Cotton sub-tank coils from Ello, the Ello tank ones, then you can use the Ello sub-tank coils in here anyway. So you can get whichever Ello sub-ohm coil heads that you like, so don't worry about that. Working absolutely fine. Looks really unique. If you're a fan of the look, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this mod, so go and get it is what I would say, if you're a big fan of that. So that's really cool, very nice in the hand. It's a very nice size for a 21700. The battery life is very, very impressive on these 21700 regulated mods, so very much enjoying that. Nice big fire button. I think it's cool looking. I think it works absolutely great. The mod is absolutely fine. The mesh heads, the mesh coil heads, they're okay. They work fine. They're okay. I'm not noticing any major improvement over the traditional Ello coil heads, which I really liked. So there we go. So that's a thing. But overall, a really solid kit, a very good kit. Go and check it out. As always with Eleaf, really well made, very good price, and available in a range of colours. So links in the description if you want to find out more. Overall, very solid. I really like the iJust3. Bit of a shame about the tanks, a couple of quirks on that tank. The Pico S, I can't really fault it, no major negatives at all with this one. Very solid kit indeed. I've been Vick. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you again soon.